So
Okay.
just recording. I'll give it a couple of minutes just to see if
Okay, that's fine.
anyone else joins. I'm an absolute mare trying to get live video to go on Facebook. Oh,
okay. I'll try to link you via Facebook as well.
There we go. That's better. I can hear.
Okay.
Wonderful. So let me just give it a couple of minutes just to see if anyone else comes on. How are you doing anyway, Linda? What's that? Good morning, Lisa. How are you doing? Right. Okay. Yes, it is. I can.
Can you hear me?
I can. Right. Okay. So let me just give it one more minute until 5 past, and then I will get started. Yeah. I'll do that. Right, there was something that I wanted to share, but can I share that? Tell I'm not very technical with these things. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So right, I'm going to get started. So why have I put this email up? So why is it that I want to be a coach? So the email that you're looking at was feedback from when I very first started coaching, and part of the training obviously was to actually do the practice. And this was one of my very first clients, and the feeling of knowing that I'd made such an impact on this particular lady was phenomenal. And obviously you can see from the email that she actually started to believe in her true possibilities and the power that she had to make changes in her life. And I must say, she was absolutely phenomenal. I spoke to her many times after the coaching session, and then did another couple of sessions with her, and she just immediately started taking action based on the breakthroughs that she got during the session. And what I've realized, not just through the coaching, but even through working in a hospital, is the impact that I've had on countless amounts of people that I've come across. And sort of knowing that I can have that impact, and I so want to carry on helping people to have breakthroughs, to make changes in their own life, to start living the life that they want to live. And for me, myself, I was stuck in my own life. And this isn't about, oh, right, well, you know, sort of me, but I also was stuck. I was stuck in my life, and I just kept repeating the same patterns and the same experiences over and over again. And no matter how I tried to do things different, I still kept coming back to experiencing the same feelings, and the same results happened over and over again, until eventually I came to the realization that there was something wrong with me, that it was me that there was a problem with, that I was, I don't know, misfiring, that there was a fault that was in me, because everyone else around me seemed to be not necessarily living a much better life, but seemed to have it far more together than what I did. And hence I came to a day where it was like, that's it, no more. A friend of mine died, and it had such a massive effect, and it was like, no more, I'm not doing this, I'm not living this anymore, I'm just not doing it. And I went and put myself, I enrolled into a coaching course, and the effects were absolutely amazing. And from that, I then went and got certified, and I've, put myself on so many other different courses, and I've learned so much. And what I have learned in the last couple of years is that there isn't anything wrong with me, and there isn't anything wrong with absolutely anybody else on the planet. Basically, it's just the beliefs that we have in ourselves that keep us stuck repeating these same patterns over and over again, and keep us experiencing life as ultimately we've been taught. We've been taught by society, we've been taught by our parents, we've been taught by our teachers, we've been taught by the media, the experiences that we should be having, and we just keep repeating these same patterns. So what would your life be like if you believed completely that you was wanted, that you was loved, that you had a true reason and purpose for being here, and you are worthy of your place in the world, but you've so far lived from a place of not believing any of those things, and actually you are a powerhouse to make the changes that you want. And when you start to believe that, and like my client, you start believing in the true possibilities and the power that you've got in yourself to change the situation and to start living your dreams, whatever they are, what could you achieve? What possibilities could you manifest in your life? So I asked the question, if you could wave a magic wand and have everything that you ever wanted, what would you have? What would you feel? What would you believe? What would you believe about yourself? So yeah, who would you become? Who is the person that you could become? Because I truly believe all of us can become anything we want. My life has changed dramatically. If you looked physically, probably not very much has changed. But on the inside, I am a completely different person to the one 2 years ago. And I have stepped into the person that I always knew that I could be, but I never believed it possible. So who would you love to become? And by becoming that person, what impact could you make on, on yourself, on your friends, on your family, on your colleagues, on the world? What talents, what gifts have you got that you could just completely unleash on the world if you believed that they actually wanted to see and to hear those gifts? What would you do? What would you become? And so ultimately, my reason for doing this today is I want to give away an 8-week coaching program completely free to 3 people. The reason there's only three people is I am still working a full-time job, and obviously I have to be realistic with the time that I can commit. So what would this 8-week program look like? So the very beginning would be a one-to-one coaching session with each of these 3 people to learn about their goals and what they would like to achieve, and to obviously see what it is that's keeping them stuck from just going for it and achieving that thing that they really want to. So what could it be that you've got in your life that you may have tried to achieve several times and you've just never been able to do it? You may have tried it, and every time you've just ended up putting it to one side and thinking, oh, I'll come back to it. So that would be the starting point, the one-to-one, to actually, for you and I to have a conversation and to talk about it. And then within the program, there is going to be lessons every week that will be pre-recorded. So basically, you will then be able to watch it in your own time when you have the time to fully sit down and go through it. It will only be at maximum 2 hours. And then daily magnetizations and visualizations, you might be thinking, well, what are they? They are ultimately stepping into the emotion of what you will feel when you've actually got that. That emotion is going to be the powerhouse that is going to propel you and is going to start transforming those beliefs that are currently keeping you stuck, and to reframe them and actually start building on new beliefs of that being wanted, of that being deserving, and of that the world deserves to hear what gifts that you've got to give to them. Then we will do another one-to-one coaching sort of 2 to 3 weeks after. going through these videos to see what things are still keeping you stuck, seeing where you're at, seeing, you know, what's changed, and now what you need to keep propelling you forwards. And then obviously the videos can actually be tailor-made as to what it is that you are actually trying to go for, and then, you know, what might be stopping you in taking actions towards that. And then lastly, obviously ending with a one-to-one at the end on, right, well, what has changed and what you could still do to take you forwards. So what am I asking? What am I asking for in return? All I'm asking for ultimately is your commitment to go through the 8 weeks, the commitment to give me feedback, both positive and negative. I'm sure I'm not doing everything right, and unless someone tells me, I'm never going to know. So this is going to be a massive learning for me, as well, to see, you know, obviously on where I am making an impact, where I'm not being so impactful, where I could learn to adapt to, be it, you know, sort of different people's needs, different people's ways of learning, and yeah, then, you know, sort of then ultimately giving me the confidence, because I do believe that this is a gift that I have to, and I really want to unleash on the world. And I do, in my heart, all I want to do is to be able to help other people to live their highest potentials. So by going through this obviously will be an eye-opener and insights for me as to whether I really do have the gift that I believe in, because there are times when I most certainly doubt it. And so yeah, we can, by working together, we can ignite both of our potentials to maybe go places that we can't even imagine that are possible at the moment. I've already got my life to a place that I thought was impossible. So where could you be in 8 weeks' time that you can't even see right now? So I really do hope that there are 3 people that actually have the courage to go for this, because maybe they might be worried about going for this. Oh, sorry, Linda, I am trying to. Oh, there you go. I've unmuted. Have I unmuted you? Oh, I don't know if I can unmute you. Hang on 1 second. No. Sorry, Linda. Are you able to? Right, let me go back to. Let me stop sharing. Let me see if. Are you able to unmute? Oh, hang on. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. So, yeah, ultimately, I am hoping that, like I said, that 3 people will come forward, and I get it. It is a courageous thing to do, and I can only hope that you do have the courage to actually think, yeah, let me give this a go? Have you been just like me, that you've done the same thing over and over and over again, and you keep getting the same results? And then maybe, yeah, just like me, when I put myself forward and I invested in going for the course that I put myself on, that took me to places I could never have imagined when I joined that. And my intention and my hope is that I can do the same for you, in that you come out of it and think, wow, that was the best thing that I ever did. And that you can then continue your journey of growth and living your true potentials, and yeah, going way beyond anything that you ever thought was possible for yourself. So I thank you for listening. If you have got any questions, please feel free to either ask now or email, send me a private message through Facebook, whatever it might be. But yeah, ultimately, so that is the big Monday, Bank Holiday Monday giveaway. And I really do hope that that 3 people do reach out. And like I said, you know, I'm hoping to make a massive impact on them, and I'm pretty sure that they equally will have a massive impact on me, and where I am hoping to go in making an impact on a lot more people. So thank you so very much, ladies, for giving me your time, because let's face it, time's very precious. And I hope to hear from you in the future. So like I said, it was only a half an hour. And yeah, like I said, I hope. Okay. So yeah, I'll carry on speaking to you, Linda, outside. I will actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll do a Google meeting, and we can have a catch up if you would like to do that. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And yeah, I hope to speak to you soon. You are very welcome.
Thank you so much for making time, Nicki.
No worries. What I'll do, Linda, is I will
enjoy your day.
I will email you. Lovely. All right. No worries.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, I'll send the email now. Bye.
Thank you. Bye for now.